Representative Keith Self from Texas. As I said it in a Twitter interaction with him. I've saying it here now. The GOP, they better check Rep Shelf before they wreck yourself. And again, no, I am not making threats, because we all know that the MAGA folks are fragile, and despite the fact that they want to talk big blustery games about, insurrections and whatever, and how it's patriotic to show force against people that you think are acting badly. Well, no, but that an insurrection is bad, but I am not sitting here calling for violence on Representative South. So if you're thinking that by me citing the song, just calm your ass down, okay? Just calm your ass down about that whole thing. But if you're not familiar with what went on with Representative Self and Representative McBride from Delaware, we are going to play it for you right now and just see the disgusting deplorableness of this individual right here, right now.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keith.
And first of all, I am not one to support the misgendering of people, but when he misgendered her and then she misgendered him right back by calling Madam Chair, chef's kiss. I would never tell a trans person what they should do when it comes to gendering and misgendering or whatever, but just chef's kiss. Anyway, let's continue.
Eating also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply.
They did not set the standard on the floor of the House. Let me correct the record here, shall we? Later on in a tweet or whatever from Representative Self, he didn't cite House standards when it came to why he's doing what he's doing. He cited Donald Trump's executive order to only treat people as having one of two genders, basically only following kindergarten comp level biology. But here's the deal. If he understood civics, and one would think that if you're serving in Congress, you would know a little bit about civics. You would understand that the president cannot force Congress to do anything. The executive order is an order for how the administration is supposed to act. He can't put those requirements on Congress. Now, Congress, according to the Constitution, can set their own rules. But to justify his deplorable actions right here in misgendering the gentlewoman from Delaware, my home state, because I was born there, he cited Trump. So again, it's just another example of the congressional Republicans just bending over backwards or forwards, or however Trump wants them to, and not taking their responsibilities seriously. It's why I've said that Donald Trump would absolutely be a dictator from day one. Why would he be a dictator from day one? When he said that he would be a dictator from day one, because he's going to have a Supreme Court that's going to have his back mostly, and is going to have the Congress who is also going to just bend over and do his will. If you don't have the checks and balances on the presidency from both other branches, you end up with a de facto dictator, even if he's not a dictator in name. But again, this is just one example of the many people of the basket of deplorables in the Congress right now.
Is that standard, Mr. Chairman? Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency?
I'll answer that question for you. No, he has no decency. None whatsoever. He is clearly not a decent person. It takes zero effort, none, to treat people with kindness if you're a good person. If it takes zero effort to treat people poorly, like this person did, Representative Self did with Representative McBride, then that just proves that that person is not a good person. That person is an evil person, a horrible person, a terrible person, a deplorable person, if you will. Another thing to quickly point out, look at the number of chairs there. We got So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got other chairs that are sitting there. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. It looks like it doesn't even look like they even have a quorum right now for that meeting. But I think they're just on the outskirts of having a quorum. Like they're almost they're just, if they lose one person, you can't have a meeting. Let's continue.
I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this
You
hearing.
will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
This hearing is adjourned.
There you go. You said you're not going to have the hearing with me unless you treat them properly, treat them with respect, treat them as the duly elected representative that they are. And of course, what happens at that point? He ends the meeting. He ends the frickin' meeting. Because if you lose that one additional person, you now don't have the quorum that you need to conduct the meeting. So they had to end it. But this is just... when Hillary Clinton talked about the basket of deplorables, she said that half of Donald Trump's supporters were a basket of deplorables, if you will. She didn't talk about the other half. Now, of course, the conservatives and MAGA folks lied and said that she called all Republicans, all conservatives, deplorables. She did not do that. She only called half of them deplorables. That being said, nowadays, no, it's much more than half. Clearly. And this Representative Self from the state of Texas is yet one more example of the deplorable nature of the MAGA movement. And you can leave your comments down below. I'm not going to ask you what you think, because if you're a decent person, you'll oppose what Congressperson Self did to Congressperson McBride. If you're not a decent person, you'll come on this video, you'll come on this channel, and you'll say some horrible things, including the horrible things that he said on Twitter, that I'm not going to repeat because they're deplorable. He's a wicked person. He's a terrible person. But you may leave your comments down below, and I encourage the people who do agree with me to mock and ridicule every deplorable comment that comes on this video. But also please remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. And unless you're a Nazi or unless you're going to dead name somebody who's an actual person, have a good day.